Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Kamen Rider Black. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, alright. We're getting close to the end there. And what I mean by the end is I'm running out of Kamen Riders. But I think I've talked about this before, that more than likely, by the time I finish, the next season is going to start. And I don't know if we're getting it right away here in America because all we can see are the ones that are posted on YouTube. But I think that's the timing is going to work like that because I'm looking it up on Wikipedia and getting the list of characters or, you know, writers. And it looked like what it said was that the new season was going to start about the time these will be over. And what I mean by that is I'm doing them roughly once a week. So we'll see how far these stretch. Alright, so don't like that. And that's what a sketch is for, just to see if it's in the right spot. But I want his leg a little further out, a little more extended, a little more exaggerated. It's not really the perfect word, but it is. A little more hyperdynamic, something like that. Yeah, that's it. Because I have him going in kind of a flow, like an action pose. Yeah, and that's it too. I had the foot facing the wrong way. But again, that's what a sketch is for. That tells you if you're, in the right direction of what you want to be doing, and if you need to move anything. So that's mostly what you want to do if you're planning to do something specific like I am. You want to sketch it out first and make sure you're in the right position and placement, because also you don't want to fall off the edge of the paper. But if you're just drawing like a cool head or just the top half, you do what you want. You do what works for you. But like I said, because I've got it planned specifically, I have to place it correctly. So now that I have got it placed, I can start to work on the details. And this one's a little weird. Well, I say a little weird, but I just say that because I've been drawing them all and I'm working backwards. This one, it's one of the older characters where it's the rubber suit, basically, is what it is, As they developed, obviously technology got better, and the suit designs got more elaborate or intricate. But this is the old, just regular old suit, rubber suit, basically. Yeah, so it's gonna look a little wonky, and at times I don't know. I really don't know what they were going for, But I don't think they were either, I think it was a show. They were having fun, and that's what it was about. Okay, so let's just draw a fist over here. So let me draw some specifics, some fingers. And let me also make sure there's nothing. Okay, so this is also what I'm talking about too, now that I see it. I don't get this figure in. There's some kind of like woolly cloth underneath his suit. Like in between the digits, where the joints are, there's like it looks like a wool sweater It's strange. That's what I mean originally by this is weird. And just the design has some very unique features to it that I don't know anything about. Alright, but hey, that's what it is. You know, he is who he is, and that's how he's designed it. I'm just gonna draw it like I see it. Okay, so let me raise this one up a little bit. We'll put this one here, do that there. And let's see, let's do his hand kind of like that, you know, something, or should we do it like this? I think like that, kind of like, yeah, let's do that. All right. Okay, so I'm going to, sorry, I'm going to talk it out a little bit too, so, you know, hopefully this entertains a few of you, or maybe it teaches you a few things, or maybe you don't even listen to this part. Maybe it's just me talking to myself. But more than likely, that's what it is. And I'm fine with that, because if anything else, I got to entertain myself as well. All right. Yeah, that'll work. Up that finger, this to this finger. That should work. It's a little different, a little something we haven't done before. So that's always welcomed. You know, trying different things. Yeah, that'll work. Let's draw his big old bug head and give him some coolness. You know, the cool factor. You know, I wish I had one of these. I think I might have to make one. I watch a lot of videos about making stuff. Odin makes, he's a great one. He makes stuff out of foam. So it's easily stuff you can make yourself. It's not, you know, resin casting and stuff like that. But I do know how to resin cast. I have made quite a few things in my time. And I want to make some stuff. You know, just finding the time, that's the hard part. That's the really hard part. But anyway, I really like this, and I might make a mask. Maybe I'll do a tutorial once I do. But, I mean, don't hold me to that, because I gotta find the time to do it. That's really what it comes down to. But with us in quarantine and whatnot, and being safe and staying home, you know, it might actually work out. So, we'll see. Okay, I think I'm good with that sketch. Let me erase some of these sketch lines. The thing is, you know, it's a lot of sketch lines, so I gotta be very careful, because a lot of times this is what I tell you, is erase the sketch lines, stick with your confidence lines. A lot of these sketch lines worked, so I can't erase the thing that's guiding me, you know, so I gotta be very, very light with this one. I didn't have to press too hard on all of it. I ended up pressing hard in certain parts, sure, and that's my confidence lines. But some of this, like the legs, it worked out. The sketch worked out and worked out perfectly. So we just got to be very, very careful. And then we're going to welcome everybody that skipped to the Sharpie portion. Okay, I think that's going to work right there. It's nice and light, so the Sharpie will stand out and not the pencil line. Alright, so let's do it. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because we do different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie pen and a Sharpie pen and a Sharpie fine point. Mostly the pen, but the fine point's a little finer than mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of the lines, but I've left myself a light image to guide me and show me what I need to see. So I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen, because I can do, well, normally I do the face with the Sharpie pen, but there's no details, right? So I say let's go for it. Let's just go with the Sharpie fine point, because it's thicker, gets a point across, and then we'll add some tinier details with the Sharpie pen. So I'm just going to go straight in with the big old bug eyes, and that'll guide us from there. I've sketched it out, so I'm not just placing it really willy or nilly. I'm going to specifically put it where I planned it. So I'm going to draw the eyes in big old bug circles, like that. And again, I've placed it specifically here, so that's why it's right there, okay? Let's see, for the edges of his head, let's do like that, because that's where the mouth part's going to be. So I'm going to draw the bottom, and this is what I'll do. I'll add the finer details with the Sharpie pen inside the mouth. That will at least add specific details. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But it's a little choppy too. Let me use this real fast just to add the antenna, because I do want that nice and subtle, and I don't want to draw through it. So I'm going to draw the lines up and come back down right beside it, parallel, just like that. And I'm going to do the other side over here too. And I wanted to do it with a small Sharpie, because like I said, I can't control a thick line this thin with a small Sharpie. And look, it's not perfect. Look at that. Look how choppy that is. That's okay. That's fine. But I wanted to, ooh, I love that sound. I wanted to draw that first before I continue with this, and to keep myself from drawing through it, okay? So I'm gonna draw the rest of the helmet coming up and around. And again, I'm stopping and be careful so I don't draw through that. If you do, it's no big deal. I was just trying specifically not to. Okay? Alright, before I continue with the neck and all that stuff, there are lines that go up, but it's color. I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take care of the face, and I'm going to draw his jaw. And it's such close lines like that I wanted to use my Sharpie fine point to make sure I can control it much easier. I'm going to do this for his mouth, and then do some lines across. Like that, okay? All right, it needs to rest. It looks really blank right now, but again, that's all we're going to add for now. So same thing for his chest. I'm going to draw his neck down to his chest piece. But what I meant by that is there are some awesome lines right there, but I'm not going to draw them. Again, I'm going to let color take care of that. So I'm going to draw down to his pecs. Like that. There's a whole separate piece right here. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because his pecs are really predominant right there, but oh, you know what? I do see. Okay, this is what we'll do. Hang on, watch this. Let's go ahead and draw the bottom of his armor piece, like that. Come up, and then I'm going to draw the back of it over here. And I'm just going to draw the whole piece so you see where we are, like that. Okay. Now, let's do the bottom just to distinguish the bottom of his piece, because this is metal and that's like the color of his suit. So I'm just going to do this. Looks like he's got boobies, but yeah, it's his pecs. All right, so that design, it does have a little inset to it. So I'm going to come up with his pecs like this, and then I'm going to draw the design, just the edge, and then color will take care of the rest. But it is inset just a little bit, and then it's all colored like that. Alright, so there you go. Once we do color there, it's all going to stand out and look awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw this arm up, and this shoulder piece that he has is going to raise up a little bit with his arm, so we're going to just draw it up like this. And something else I was talking about in the sketch is that he's got like this weird, it looks like a wool sweater underneath his joints. So there's a piece right there, and all this right there is going to be some kind of weird wool stuff. But again, what that means is that's just on the joints. So we're going to draw like separate pieces, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then here's the joint, like the cloth. And then there's another piece for his forearm. So you see what I'm saying? We're doing that, and then this part has like this weird cloth stuff in it. I call it weird, it's just because I don't understand what it is. But it's not weird, it's just foreign to me, strange. Okay? And so that's the thing. I want to use this for the center, but I want to do something because it's just too blank. It needs something, you know? We'll add like a little bit of stretchiness. Maybe we'll do that. There we go. A little bit of that just to break it up, just do something, you know? So his hand, he's gonna be doing this, okay? So we're gonna draw his thumb out like this, back into his hand. I should probably do, yeah, this is what's in front, so we're gonna draw this first. So I'm gonna draw up to his first finger, come back around, middle finger, come back around. Now, here's his ring finger, bent in, like that. Pinky, bent in, and then you can see the rest of his hand coming in like this. Now, I know it looks a little wonky, but we're gonna add a little bit of extra detail to kind of define a few things here. That just to kind of show there's some creases and folds and definition. All right, so on this arm it's just going to be up in a fist, so you can see the same shoulder blade or shoulder shield protector piece like that. There's the centerpiece like this, or centerpiece, the arm piece. Then where it's separated, I'm going to draw the other part going up here like this because his arm's bent up. Here's his elbow. He's got like little wrist gauntlets type things that are a little separate from the centerpiece. And so this hand is just going to be a fist. So I'm just going to draw up like this. Go ahead and draw the pinky. And then I'll draw the other fingers, but I got to draw the thumb because it's in front of the other fingers. Like that. Okay. Again, I'm going to add some extra detail with the Sharpie here. That'll work. Okay. Alright. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to work our way down to his waist. I'm going to draw his belt. And again, I was talking about this on Black RX. I think this is before the toys because these don't really do anything. It's just a belt, you know? Whereas the other ones, the belt come off and do stuff and shoot things and all kinds of craziness. But this is just a belt. Let's add just a little bit of extra detail. Something like that. It's hard to see exactly what's going on here in my picture, but that's fine. That is good. Alright, and again, this is like cloth, so now we're going to start to add some, well, not cloth, but the rubber suit. So now we're going to add a little bit of bends, you know, because all that's armor and the rest is rubber suit. So, we're going to have his legs spread out. We're going to draw his legs down like this, and this is where he's going to have like almost like pants or shorts, I guess, to his leg down to his knee. Let's just go ahead and draw it. There's the knee, calf, down to his pant leg. I'm going to work my way back up. Alright. Let's just go and do the whole thing. Alright, there's the knee, there's the shin, down to the pant leg again. Alright, so the reason I did it like that is because he's got, you know, he's bent up, so there's creases and folds right here, but also this is like I said, it's almost like underwear, like a little Superman type thing where he's got a different layer going on here, and I wanted to make it subtle. So see, something like that just kind of makes it different with a subtle highlight as opposed to drawing the whole thing with one Sharpie and making it look a little this complements it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and it looks like, okay, yeah, so again, this has got that second layer of, like I was talking about in there, it's some kind of wool cloth stuff in there. Show more, I would understand. All right, and there's his knee pad. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're just gonna give him some shoes. And it looks like he's just got regular old shoes, nothing too crazy. So I'm just gonna come down here, control this, put the heel right there because it's super hyper extended out like that. Like this. Same thing with this one. We're gonna do the heel. And add just a little bit of extra, just to make it, you know, a little used, a little worn. A little bit of wear and tear is basically all we're going for. It's going to be colored in anyway. So, and speaking of, let's do like this because it's stretched across just a little bit, you know, something like that. Okay, I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Kamen Rider Black. So here's my colored version. You can color it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.